Happy Thursday, everyone. It is that time again for Triple T, which stands for Tips, Tricks, Talktorial Thursdays. So I hope you guys are all ready for a new episode today. I'm coming at you live, of course, as we do, and we are going to be talking all about affiliate marketing today. Now, I know that a lot of people want to be like, ooh, affiliate marketing, it sounds dirty. Oh, we don't want to do that. Or, oh, that's selling out. Or, oh, we don't like that. And okay, let me just get that out of your head real quick, real quick. Because the truth is, you're only talking, or you should only be talking about products that you actually know and like and would really recommend. Where it becomes more sleazy and that atypical like car salesman-y type thing is when you start hawking products that absolutely do not align with you and your beliefs, such as you are talking about a Grill Master barbecue sauce when you're a vegan that only does non-hot, cold foods. Then it's a little bit of a sellout and you're like, really, come on, let's not talk about that. But if I happen to be talking to you about these lights that I really like, or this camera that I'm using that I do recommend versus other stuff that I'm not recommending, then I think that's okay. And if you choose, if that is something that you decide then that you want to check out or possibly even purchase because of that, then that's fine too. And one thing with affiliate links is it should never, that's the thing right there, it should never actually cost anyone extra money to use your links. If anything, it should save them money, and we'll get into that a little bit later as well. So Theo, Tarver, hello, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you're here. We're talking all about affiliate marketing. If you have questions about it, like what the heck is it? What kind of things can we actually talk about? What kind of programs are out there? This is the episode that we are going to be talking about all of that. So I'm really excited to be chatting with y'all about this. Also, we should ask the ever important question, which is, do you know the question? Do you guys know the question? What's in your cup? Today, I have to show you all my new cup. What do we think? It's purple, it's sparkly, it says Shelly Saves the Day on it. In my little logo font. And look. It has my little superhero with the Shelly. I got this off Etsy. So, let me know, people, what's in your cup today. Share with me what it is that you are partaking in. So let's start with something very, very obvious. A lot of the people, you're like, okay, what kind of programs can I get signed up for? What kind of things can I actually even be talking about? A lot of the time it's going to start with what is it that you're using to make videos. This is usually one of the easiest ways that people tend to get started with affiliate marketing. Now, this is usually going to run akin to something like, like I said, this is my camera, this is the lights that I'm using, that kind of stuff like that. And so a lot of people's first real taste of affiliate marketing is going to come via Amazon, right? Hello, James Pruitt. Hello, Mastering Mayhem. Hello, Pixel Pia. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Okay, so Amazon itself is going to give you the option. A lot of the time, you do have to try and set up your store like for different countries because, as you know, the link where we may be here in the United States, we generate links, and we're going to talk about that in a second, and they're usually for items within the US type of store. But what if that person who is looking at it is based out of Germany or based out of, Japan? Like, what happens when they click on your link? All of that. So here's how this works. Now, Amazon runs a few different types of programs. One, they'll give you sometimes a small varying percentage based on the type of category that you may be talking about. So it could be electronics, whatnot, and it could be as little as, 1%. It could be maybe up to 3%. It really depends on the category. And that's another thing is most of the time when you're setting up these affiliate links and relationships and stuff like that, people are not making money hand over fist with this, okay? It's like, it's a little bit at a time, a little bit. So it could be very well that you purchase a $100 item and someone could get less than $1. Totally happens. But, you know, enough of those over time can lead to actual money. So you can, if you are shopping on the Amazon site and you've now signed up for the affiliate program, you can use what they have as a, it's a Chrome extension, I guess you could call it, but basically it's called Site Stripe. And with that, you're able to then have a link that is much shorter for the product than the entire huge URL that you would normally have. Now, the reason why you want to do this is a few reasons. One, it keeps your description box nice and neat, and also it helps conserve space when it comes to the links, because you are, I'm gonna sneeze, 1 second. I think, maybe not. Okay. I was trying to decide, do I mute, do I not? Okay, if I sneeze randomly, I'm sorry. So one of the reasons why you do that, though, is you only have 5,000 characters inside of a description box. So if you have, you know, tons and tons of links, that space gets eaten up rather quickly by huge long links. And also it just makes it nicer, cleaner, easier to look at when you have a shortened link. Now, there are sites out there that also will do kind of a very similar looking thing, where it will kind of shrinkify your URL and retain, you know, like information. Now, certain sites like Amazon and whatnot, they don't like it if you try and, you know, disguise with a bit.ly link or something like that. So you really want to stick with their own link shortener, and because they have one, there's no real reason to use a separate one. But if you're on some other site, or especially some site that also let's say doesn't offer an affiliate program, but you still want to link it, which happens a lot, using something like bit.ly can make that URL a lot shorter. So there's that. And so that's just another note. Sometimes when you are looking at a description box, just because a link has been shortened, it does not automatically mean that it is an affiliate link. And I know a lot of people have talked extensively about, if you see a shortened link, it's an affiliate link automatically. And I'm just going to say that's not true, because there are times I'll use, and I'm going to talk about it in a second, it's a service called Magic Links or bit.ly, and I will sometimes shrinkify links just to save and conserve space in my description box. And because I want to keep all of my links looking more uniform, it does not mean that link is affiliated. I don't get extra money on it. It doesn't mean that, like, okay, but a lot of people want to say that that's true. Okay, now with Amazon or something like that, they've also just released the ability to now create these short links on your phone within the mobile app. This is newer. It's just come out in the last few weeks. So now you can kind of say what store it is and create a short link. So if you're on Twitter and someone's like, oh yeah, what mic do you use? And you can actually create an affiliate link and then send it to them without having to go to desktop and do Site Stripe or trying to request a desktop site, which is really nice. One thing though, I would always recommend you do is you need to disclose that it is an affiliate link. So you can say, hey, this is the mic I use, you know, hey, this is an affiliate link, whatever. Because I think you do and you should reveal that whatever link you're sending is an affiliate link and you can make money off of it. So Amazon is going to be one of like the biggest ones that a lot of people use. Now, a lot of people don't realize that Amazon also offers not only things for products, but things for digital items, such as signing up for Audible or signing up for a free trial of Prime or signing up for, you know, other subscription type services. They'll basically offer what's called a bounty, and a bounty could be a flat fee of, let's say, a couple dollars for everyone you get to sign up for grocery delivery or something, whatever it is. There's a whole list of them, and it will tell you like, hey, if they sign up for a wedding registry or whatever, like you might get $1, or if they sign up for Audible, they might get a couple dollars, something like that. So they do have that. Oh, Pixel Pia, I hope your move is going well and you're driving. I'm wishing you safe travels. Yes, thank you for being here. Definitely, I'll catch you on the replay. So they also have something that is called the bounty program. So even if it is not a product, it is a service, even if it is a trial of a service, you are still able to collect a bounty on that, which is really awesome. Now, a lot of other companies are going to do something very, very similar to this, where they'll sometimes offer a trial or a discount, and if someone converts into a customer, you may be able to make money on that as well. So that is totally something that happens, and we're going to talk about that as well too. So very similar to, let's say, Amazon, which is like a big aggregator of all of these products, right? Because most of the time you can find anything on Amazon, really, whether that's camera gear, other technology stuff, and then all those subscription services. So you have the gamut. You could be getting a small percentage, or you could be getting a bounty on those items that you actually have. So also, if you are in the affiliate program, you have the option of signing up additionally for a program that is called the influencer program. The influencer program is basically just their next step, where you can have a storefront, a digital storefront on side of the Amazon, kind of your own little page. And so it can be like, this is where you have lists. So the list that Scott Peachy and I do for the Would You Buy That series, we can create an idea list and house it on the storefront page. And I can create different sections like home items I really like, or live streaming gear, or my camera gear, or have these kind of sections. So they have that. And then if you're in the influencer program, you have the option of doing the kind of like the Amazon show that Scott and I do on Tuesdays. You have the option of being included in that kind of streaming program as well, which is nice because you can then add items from your list and then try to tell people about those projects as well. So that is going to be Amazon. Now, Amazon also, if there's something that's not on there, which is rare. But here's the thing, is a lot of the time there's also another site that I also have talked about a lot before, and it is Magic Links. Now, the beauty of Magic Links, there's a few really awesome things about it. One, it has an integration with TubeBuddy. So one thing that is kind of neat is you can go through, and all of those really long affiliate links, or like really long product links, URLs that you have when you're on a product page, if you put them in your description, you can actually hit a one button once you kind of hook up your Magic Links account, and it will go through and search for links to make them shorter, or like affiliate them with a site and actually kind of change your links into shorter ones, which is really, really nice. So you'll see in my description box a lot of the time, you'll see something that says like magic.ly or something like that. Those are from the program that I use called Magic Links. Now, one thing that's also nice about Magic Links, it is not like an MCN or a company such as like Reward Style, which a lot of people are part of, which a lot of beauty influencers and fashion and lifestyle influencers use that one. So Magic Links, the way that it works is, it's instead of having to go to each individual program, like going and applying to Sephora or Ulta or some clothing store, Nordstrom or whatever, separately, it basically already has those relationships in place. So you can install a Chrome extension, or you can use a URL and you can put it into the Magic Links site, and it will see if that particular site or product or whatever is associated with the Magic Links program. And if it is, it will give you a shortened link. And if it isn't, it will just give you the shortened link, but say this retailer is not monetized with Magic Links. Now, the beauty of this is you don't have to go to all of those places and sign up for their program. So I had once signed up for like Scentbird, which is a perfume thing, or you know, all of these other sites, because a lot of them will use a service like Impact Radius, and you have to go create another account, provide your 1099 information again, all of your tax details, all of your personal information, and then sign up for each campaign separately, which becomes a lot of like overhead when it comes to trying to keep everything straight. And one thing that's really, really nice about Magic Links is it just kind of does it all for you. They also have ratings that will tell you like how well like, you know, some companies are to work with, or like what some of the rates are if you're looking, if that's something, because like let's say you have a product that's available on 3 different sites. If you wanted to, you could go with the one that you think might get clicked more often, or you could go with the one that pays the highest commission if you wanted to, whatever. Now, and I also want to point out that just because you use an affiliate link, the person who clicks it, it doesn't mean that they have to pay more. So they end up paying the same, or sometimes they have a built-in discount, so they should pay less. But it does associate that purchase with you and give you credit, or basically kind of like a commission. So that's how affiliate sales work, is basically a commission structure. If you introduce someone into a product, and then you convince them to purchase it, then that company, as like a thank you for signing up that customer, gives you a percentage back of the sale. Now, again, it only becomes, you know, kind of weird and creepy if it's a product that you absolutely don't really use or recommend or have ever talked about. Then it becomes a little like weirder. But if it's really stuff that you recommend, then you should be like fine with putting that information out there. So have you ever used CJ Affiliate? Used to be Commission Junction years ago. I don't think I have. Tell me about your experience with that, though. Feel free to tell me all about that. But that's the problem, is there's so many different like affiliate sites. So I think, yeah, like Impact Radius is a big one. And then like Rakuten, I'm not sure who they use, but there's a whole bunch of different ones. You'll see it. Refersion is like a really big one that's out there as well. Back when Grapevine Logic was a thing, that was a really big one. So like I said, there's all of those, plus each individual site, a lot of them will have their own. So it was like B&H Photo B&H Photo, B&H Cosmetics, all of them. You could sign up for all of those sites individually, but then you'd have to keep track of all the passwords, the logins, the sites, the percentages. It just becomes a big pain in the butt. So sometimes having a site like Magic Links or something can just make it a lot easier. The way that Magic Links works is basically it will keep tracks of all of the links that you create. And like I said, sometimes just because a Magic link exists, just like Bitly, it doesn't necessarily mean it's affiliated, but you could still use it for like description box uniformity and saving space. So that has happened to me a lot. I also want to make sure I pause and ask, do you have any questions so far about what we're covering? Does this make sense? I guess I should also tell you all the YouTubery things, right? So I should say stuff like, hey, make sure you like and subscribe. Oh, that was the wrong button. Make sure you follow me on all my socials. It's a good time. You know, Twitter, TikTok, all the stuff. And here's the one, like and subscribe. There you go, right? Okay. So next is going to be sites that are more for like some sort of like digital product. So for instance, Restream, who happens to be a channel sponsor, they have an affiliate program, but they're not the only ones. I'm sure that there are programs that you guys are all using. So that could be anything from your streaming software. As you all know, I'm a huge lover of using Ecamm in conjunction with Restream. Both of them have an affiliate program. I use TubeBuddy every day. It has an affiliate program. So a lot of these digital services and products, if you guys wanted to become affiliates for it, that is something that absolutely you can sign up for. You don't necessarily always have to have a certain amount of subscribers or anything like that. You'll get your own link. And then if people end up, you know, signing up for a service, some places will do like, hey, $10 credit for you, $10 credit for me. That's something like Rakuten, or formerly Ebates, would do a lot. There's a lot of things where like, hey, I tell people sometimes if you are going to do like a hosted WordPress site and you really want hosting, then I sometimes will use Bluehost. So I have like a affiliate link for Bluehost down in the description. And I say, you know, here, do this. And then if you sign up, then I get a credit towards my account, something like that. So, hey, Dr. Elo in the house. So James Pruitt says, affiliate marketing is what got me started in online content in 2008 and been doing it a long time. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, okay. So there you go. You said you have been using, ShareASale. Yeah. Definitely. I've been hooked up with ShareASale before. There's a lot of sites out there. ClickBank. Absolutely. So the services that I use a lot, right? So you'll see if you were to go into my description box, and I was going to use it as an example. So first you would see that the first one down there is saying like, hey, I recommend TubeBuddy, right? So I'm saying, hey, you can get a 14-day free trial of TubeBuddy, which no one else has. That's only mine. And it also will allow you to take 20% off if you use my link or if you use my code. So if someone decides to stay with TubeBuddy and stays for a year or a month or whatever, TubeBuddy can pay me money as like a thank you for sending someone to their program. Now, the same is going to be true for, like I said, the next service down there, which is going to be Ecamm, which is what I'm currently using to stream and push to restream. So if you were to sign up for Ecamm, then my hair is caught in my microphone thing, y'all. I'm having a time. So if you were to sign up for Ecamm, you would get a 14-day free trial of that just by using my link. Now here's the thing: is you don't get you don't have to pay more, and I don't think you pay any less on that one because it's just a 14-day free trial. But if you decided to stay and convert into a customer, then Ecamm would end up sending me a payment for an affiliate relationship for bringing you to them. Give me a thumbs up if this is making sense to everyone. And then let me know if there's something that you're already using that you think you would recommend to people, right? So say like, hey, I would recommend Restream, or I would recommend, whatever streaming software you're using. And then I want you to say whether or not you've signed up for their affiliate program. Because all of these places, if you go to their website and look for information about an affiliate program, I bet you there probably is one. So that goes for Restream, StreamYard, Ecamm, like every single service you can think of, they all have a referral. It's basically the same as a referral, because that's what it is. A referral program, a bonus program, whatever you want to call it. That's all affiliate sales. So let's see. I love continuity programs. I have sales I've made in 2009 and you're still getting commissions. Wow. What program is that? That's amazing, because some of the ones, even the most generous ones, I think are, for a year or something like that. Like, we'll give you money up through the first year, which is amazing. I do think TubeBuddy pays lifetime, but here's something special about those two. Just because you happen to click on someone's link or even use their code, it doesn't always necessarily mean that they'll be the one who gets credit for the sale. I know it sounds weird, but they have these things called tracking cookies, which is where if you go to a site, that site can register sometimes like your IP or like through the link that you first came. And so I know certain programs will have 30-day cookies or 7-day cookies, 24-hour, or some have lifetime cookies. So that information is embedded. So let's just say TubeBuddy, you were watching Roberto and he got you to install it for free, and then 29 days later or whatever, you were watching me and then you decided to convert into a paid program and use my code, it would actually still go to Roberto because he was the first one to bring you to the platform, if that makes sense. So there are certain times where just because someone uses your affiliate code or even clicks on your link, it doesn't necessarily mean that you always will be the one to get credit for the sale. Same thing can happen with Amazon. So if you happen to be shopping on Amazon because you got there through my link, but then later you go back and watch someone else's YouTube video, and within 24 hours you click on James Pruitt's video, and then he also sends you an Amazon link in his description box, and you end up purchasing something, because his is newer, you would end up, whatever you purchase, going towards him. I know, it is very confusing. So keep that in mind, that everybody, just about every program, if you're already using something, if you already love something, I bet you it has an affiliate program. And a lot of the time, you just fill out an additional, little bit of information, and they'll give you your very own tracking link, which is going to let people know that, they were referred by a specific person. So all of that is usually embedded in the URL. Hey, hi, how are you? How are you doing today, Mr. Scott Peachy? It's nice to see you. You're amazing too. So, another one that we were talking about is Rakuten. Rakuten, which is basically like a Ebates or shopping type of program. So think about this as well. So services that you use. So I use Home Chef. I've been using Home Chef for the past 4 years, 4 years, something like that. And so because I use Home Chef, they don't necessarily have an affiliate program, but they have the referral code where if I refer someone, they can get $30 free off of their meals, and I get $30 credit if they actually end up buying something, right? That's it's a referral code. It's kind of the same, but they don't make you do tax information because it's not exactly the same. They're not paying you in like dollars, they're paying you in credits for your food. Same thing is going to kind of happen like with FabFitFun, BoxyCharm, Ipsy, Glam Bag, all of those types of services that you may already even be getting, perhaps even monthly. A lot of them will also have referral programs or bonus structures or affiliate things right there. So if you were a makeup person and you were doing BoxyCharm unboxings, BoxyCharm, even without signing up for a program, has a link that they will give you as part of your Earn More Charms section or your account section, where you can put that in the description box. You can tweet it out, you can email it to people, and you will end up getting, you know, some extra points or referral money if someone ends up signing up with your link. So all of those things that you guys have seen, it's kind of technically all the same. It's all affiliate marketing. Now, affiliate marketing is not the same as sponsorship, and I want to put this out there. Ooh, we also have a guest. Hold on one second. Okay, so I have a guest gonna be coming in, and yeah, I know you can hear me. Can you give me a thumbs up if you're ready to come in? Awesome. I am going to assign you to a space, and then I think I'm going to bring you up on screen here in 1 second. Here we go. Hopefully this will do it. Hello,
hey.
Welcome to the stream. Hey everyone, we have a guest today, very special guest, and I'm going to let him introduce himself. So why don't you go ahead, Rob?
Just jump right in. Hey, Shelly.
Yeah, absolutely.
How's it going? Hey everyone, it's Rob here, Rob Bellasadis. I'm the partnership manager here at TubeBuddy, and yeah, just awesome. Shelly's like, hey, I'm gonna be talking about affiliates. I'm like, that's my jam. So yeah, let me know how I can help. So here I am. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Yes. So we've been going through some of these different programs out there. And if you have questions for Rob, we were just talking about TubeBuddy and the affiliate program that TubeBuddy does offer. Anybody is eligible to sign up for that. And I bet you we can even get someone or Rob or I to drop that link in the chat about, I think it's like tubebuddy.com/affiliates, something like that. So anyone who happens to be a TubeBuddy member, if you wanted to sign up for your very first affiliate program, this could be it. TubeBuddy, I will say, is very generous. Like we said, just like James Pruitt was talking about, where he has a program that has been paying him for life since 2009. TubeBuddy is also right now very generous and pays out for life. Now, if that is either per month or if the person signs up for a yearly thing, then you get a one-time lump each year that they renew. So I'm sure you can talk about that too. But anyone out there who is an affiliate already with TubeBuddy, put a little hand raise emoji. And anyone out there who is interested in becoming an affiliate for TubeBuddy, put #yes. I just want to see who's out there.
That's awesome.
Put #yes. So it is tubebuddy.com/affiliate program. Okay, so I was really close.
Very close.
I was very close. Oh, see you later, Mastering Mayhem. So I don't know if you've heard, oh, of course you have, magic links. We were talking about magic links at the very beginning. So do you know a lot about how that relationship between magic links and TubeBuddy came to be? Because when that happened, I kind of had this little like hand clapping moment, because I first met Brian from Magic Links and team at Vid Summit like 2018. And so I've known them for a while, and then when it became like family with TubeBuddy, I'm like, how did this happen? But it's amazing.
I have a feeling a lot of these relationships that are just like super awesome and like with different brands and tools, I have a feeling I'm not sure exactly how this came about, but I feel like it's probably like a Phil thing. You know, Phil is one of our founders.
Yeah.
And he, you know, a lot of people know him already in the space, but he's just like really good with, you know, just building, you know, long-lasting relationships just with creators, but also with all these other brands, you know, Magic Links and just different brands out there that are complementary to TubeBuddy, you know, and you know, other tools that that creators are also using. So yeah, I mean, Magic Links is an awesome tool. You know, there's so many good tools out there, especially around this space of like affiliate marketing.
I don't know if you know this, but both Magic Links and TubeBuddy were like my first big sponsors, besides PicMonkey, for Seattle YouTube Day, which was 2017, I believe. 2017, 2018. Nice. And so like I said, I've been like in the sphere of knowing these like for so long, and it was just like so strange to me, like when they're like TubeBuddy is partnering with Magic Links, and I was like, oh my god, I was really excited about it.
Yeah, it's like, oh wait, all our friends are coming together.
Oh yeah, that's what it felt like. It was like, oh my gosh, all my friends are here. All my friends are here. So I would love to know, what is your kind of relationship or feeling about affiliate marketing? I was kind of saying at the very beginning that a lot of times people feel a little bit like grossed out or like kind of disturbed by it, but I'm like, I really don't think it's that big of a deal, and we really need to change our mindset around it. But I don't know if you've ever had any of those kind of feelings about it.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like I have a very strong feeling around just whether it's affiliate marketing or different revenue streams for creators to make money. Like I'm just very passionate about like finding. Whenever I have conversations, I mean, we have conversations all the time, Shelly, and when I have a conversation with creators and up and coming creators that are very established, very quickly the conversation goes to, so how are you monetizing your content? And it's not about like you need to get rich quick and all this stuff. It's just like creators are artists in many ways, and so they need to be compensated for their craft, their art. And also, it's very important to me to see creators make money, because then they can sustain all of this content. Like, the audience usually pays it, like they don't pay anything for the content. They watch YouTube videos and stuff. And so somebody needs to pay the creator so that they can continue bringing this value, or else it's going to end at some point. All of these things cost money, lights and camera and time and all these things.
Internet, bandwidth, all of it.
all of it. So I want to make sure that, we're very like conscious as creators. How are you making money? Like, what are the business stream? Like, what are the revenue streams in your business? Okay, cool. Like, you've got merch. Okay, cool. Have you thought about courses? It sounds like, there's membership. There's an appetite for membership. So like, let's get you some resources. None of these things lead to TubeBuddy making money, but it's a community that we're a part of here. So we're very conscious about, talking about that. When it comes to affiliate marketing, I mean, it can get slimy if a creator is talking about a product or service that they don't believe in or
they don't actually use. Yeah.
They don't
I said that's a big differentiator right there.
Yeah.
That's when it feels gross. That's when it feels like weird.
That's like the line, like which side of the line are you in? So I would say, like, if it's a product or service that you use, you're passionate about, I mean, people are already, like, when they see your video or your content and you're talking about it, they're already going to go and do something with that product or service. So you might as well be compensated for that. So we want to see that happen. So as long as it's something that you believe in, that you're not just paid to talk nicely about this product or service, because I think that's taking a step back. The trust that you build with your audience as a creator, that's like all you have. Like, if you don't have the trust, if you're known as a creator that can just be bought, you have a price, to say something nice about something or product, then you're gonna lose a lot of like your audience base there. And so I think affiliate marketing is a strong revenue channel for creators, especially recurring affiliate programs. There's Amazon, which is one time, which is great. There's some things that are only one time. Like, if I buy a camera, I'm just going to buy this one camera one time. But, if you can look at every niche has some type of software. If you're in fitness, there's probably some type of fitness app, or like a HIIT workout app or something that's paid, that's recurring maybe. So look at different things where it's recurring. I think that's really important.
Yeah, I think that's such a good point. And I also was, just before you were coming on, I was saying there is a difference between having an affiliated relationship with a company and being sponsored by a company. Now, both can exist at the same time, but I think that some people believe that just because I have an affiliate link for something, that brand is paying me. And I want to dispel this notion here. So FTC has also released guidelines that are going to say, like, hey, if money is being exchanged or something like of real value is being exchanged, then you really should be disclosing this relationship, making it obvious, making it, like written, making it oral, having like no question about that kind of relationship. So I could say something like, my channel is sponsored by Restream. I have a hashtag sponsored on the animated overlay that happens. I check the box before I go live, and it says this video contains paid product placement or endorsement, because sometime during this video I know that I'm going to play this lower third and I'm going to talk about how my channel is sponsored. But at the same time, anyone who's using the Restream service could still go sign up for an affiliate link, or you don't even have to sign up, you just can have one. And if someone tries it out, you know, for a free trial or decides to use it, then they get $10 off, and you might get, you know, a $10 commission or affiliate payout. That is still a different relationship. Both can exist at the same time, but I think people sometimes just think, oh, it's one or the other. But I'm saying, you know, just because I link the lights that I have from Amazon doesn't mean that Amazon nor the company who makes these lights is paying me or is sponsoring me for that. So it's a harder line to kind of like clearly define, but there's a huge difference.
Big difference. Big difference. Yeah. Yeah. Sponsored basically to me means like you're getting paid upfront. You could also be an affiliate. That also works. You know, we have sponsored creators that are also affiliates. That works as well. But yeah, I think there's a very direct connection to sponsorships and affiliates, Shelly. Like, I mean, you know this. Like, there's a lot of conversations right now I'm finding that all around brand deals and sponsorships. Mm-hmm. And one of the things I tell people, like, hey, if you want to do a brand deal with a brand, start as an affiliate first.
Yeah.
You know, share,
and
like,
show them. That you like, hey, look at how many people I've signed up. I'd love to take this relationship to the next level. Something like that is always a great way to get started.
Absolutely, yeah. And then, you know, you're getting their attention, you're creating leverage, and so and yeah, exactly. You can then take, like, once you've created some content as an affiliate, generated sales, then you can approach them with sort of a portfolio and say, hey, like, look what I've done, like, without any sponsorship from you, without any backing, without working with you sharing my content, vice versa. You know, this is what I can do. Now imagine what I can do if we were actually working closer together. Yeah. And also, like, when it comes to brand deals, like, brand deals can come and go, right? So, you know, if you are building your own, like, if I was looking long term, great to have brand deals. I think it's really good money, very lucrative to do brand deals. But, you know, brand deals, if the brand decides to pull out, there's a different
can happen, absolutely.
Which can happen. With, you know, there's another content creator that they want to sponsor that month or whatever, or, you know, the next season.
Because they only have so much budget usually.
Yeah, exactly. You want to have that, like, foundation of, like, well, affiliates, like, I have my affiliate revenue, which you can't take away. I mean, unless, you know, you go against their terms of service, or, you know, things like that. But like, that's mine. Like, you can't take that away, because I've built that. That's my own, and, you know, that's more like long term, and you know, you have more control over the affiliate, you know, revenue. So, you know, just kind of know the difference and kind of what you're getting into. It's very cool, very exciting to get a brand deal, but again, you know, brand deals can be very quickly pulled away.
Not only can they be very quickly pulled away, but there's a lot of nuance to a lot of the brand deals, because some of them, they may only pay you once, they may not work with you for an extended period of time. They may have all kinds of weird rules around how the affiliate links look. I mean, there's a lot when it comes to brand deals, whereas I can make a video about this particular microphone and create an affiliate link for it and have that be on YouTube forever if I want, you know? So, I mean, it's more of that slow trickle from the faucet versus going whitewater rafting. But, you know, I want to say Modern Day Tech had a great comment, and he said, if you do it right, hopefully it's popping up on screen there, affiliate income can be much, much more than YouTube revenue. And I think that's so right on, because a lot of these programs, and you can be involved in affiliate programs way before you ever hit the monetization requirements for YouTube. So it may be something that, you know, if you're making $40, $50 a month from Amazon and whatever else it is, it's still more money than some people make off of AdSense, or even getting to the qualification level for AdSense. So
Yeah.
I always recommend to people, and I've done a video before, like 10 different ways to make money, and like AdSense is like the bonus extra one that you don't really want to have to think about. But you said something earlier, and I wanted to, I was going to bring this up anyway, but since you mentioned it, I'm going to grab onto it. You had said something about digital products and courses. Now, for the people in the audience who don't know, where did you work before you came to TubeBuddy?
Yeah, the history. Yeah, no, I worked, so before TubeBuddy, I was with a company called Thinkific for almost 5 years on the marketing team there. So Thinkific's an online course platform. And so if you want to build courses and memberships, you would use, it's kind of like Shopify, but for like online courses and memberships. Yeah.
So Thinkific is actually where I host my course. Yeah, and I know I've heard from them. And here's the thing, Thinkific also has an affiliate program. Anyone who wants to can sign up for that. And there's a link in the description that says like you can get a month of Thinkific for free. That's an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything extra. You get an added bonus, which is a month of the cool level of service. And if you convert to a customer, then maybe I get something. Sure. But I've heard through the grapevine that everyone who works at Thinkific must launch their own course.
Yes.
As to kind of, test out the platform, see. So I want to know, what was your course? I think you told me once before, but I'm gonna make you tell it again so everyone knows.
I know. I'm trying to remember now. Do you remember? I'm trying to remember now.
You did tell me what it was at one point. I know.
I forgot what it was, honestly. Like the first course. I mean, I've created quite a number of courses there. The last one was a LinkedIn course that I created, but I don't remember the first. Shoot, I don't remember, Shelly. Do you remember? Remind me. I
don't actually, but I remember you telling me that, like, oh yeah, everyone has to create a course. Everyone.
Yeah. I do remember. There's one. There's lots. There's lots of like there's one where we live in Vancouver. So this girl from the UK, from the support team, Catherine. I still remember her. She created one on how to move to Vancouver from London. It's like a very niche course. Like, this is how you find an apartment. This is how you find, like social gatherings and stuff like that. So yeah, there's like courses on everything. I've seen so many different courses. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And I do, I know that on my plan, I can host like, I think 3 different courses. So I have a couple that are in draft. I think everyone always probably has a course that's like in draft, almost ready, or working on it. I know that you were working on one, right? About live streaming, or like, everyone always is like thinking like I should package everything I know and put it in a course. I'm still trying to get a Vertical Video Marketing Academy completely finished out. So like, yeah, I want to know if anyone is watching, what course you think you would create. Let's just say if it was free, and actually Thinkific has a free level plan. So I'm just wondering, if you were to create an e-course, what do you think you have enough, knowledge or whatnot around to make a course on? I just would love to know.
Yeah.
Okay, Kombucha says, hey, Shelly and Rob, and she's giving you a hand wave right there.
Kombucha.
And Kombucha is also from the Ladies of YouTube Thursday Rooms, partially hosted and sponsored by TubeBuddy. That's over on Clubhouse. I know, right? I love that you guys are so like involved in the community and supporting everybody. I love that so much.
We're trying. We got a bit of a larger team now. Like Judah, who's our social media manager, he's all about Clubhouse. We're also very excited about Spaces. We're trying to get Spaces, but I mean, I know we're talking about affiliates here, but
no, that's fine. It's fine.
If anybody has like an in on how to get Spaces access, we've been trying to join some more Spaces so that apparently that's.
I don't have it either.
You don't have it either.
No,
because you're pretty like consistent on Twitter too. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll come. Yeah, hopefully. I have a club now on Clubhouse, and I was like, oh, I really need to be doing more with that, but I'm experiencing. I was already at a point as well, but I'm experiencing more of that Clubhouse fatigue than I think a lot of people are also kind of feeling the same. So even in some of our rooms, we're noticing, the rooms are getting smaller. Maybe there's just more to choose from, or people, because the weather's changing, or people starting to go back to school or back to work, maybe they're not actually like available in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the Clubhouse thing is starting to like kind of lose some of its shine.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to kind of see once this Spaces rolls out. Like we have I think we have like almost 6,000 members in our club, but then we have like over 100,000 followers on Twitter. So like, okay, well,
Do you really?
If Spaces opens up, then that's a bigger like opportunity, I guess, to connect with more of our community there. So you know, there's only so many hours in a day. I can see like, I wonder if there's like repurpose where you like multi. You
Oh,
know,
I'm sure.
go,
Oh, for sure.
go to both. There's somebody will figure that out. You know.
Yeah, because people are already figuring out how to take the Clubhouse audio and put it in like a live stream on YouTube. So I mean, it's no different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially, I think everyone's doing it with like who has the Roadcaster and using like the phone as an input and then recording it and like you know, all of that. So
It's gonna multi-stream.
Oh, yeah.
Multi-broadcast. Yeah.
Dutch Can Jam, hey, he says, I think I would make a course on batch cooking and meal prep with a slow cooker.
Oh, nice.
I love that. That's so cool. And James Pruitt says, I have a few ideas, but working on a course right now on success mindset for content creators, and you will check out Thinkific. Hadn't worked out how to sell it yet. Yeah. So Thinkific is great. I was doing the front or the free version of Thinkific for a very long time while I was building all of my stuff for my iMovie Made Easy course. Yep. And I think actually, Rob, you had made an introduction to the team over at Thinkific, and so they were going to offer me like a 60-day free trial. And so I was like, I don't want to waste it until I'm ready to like launch and get close to it. So I was on the free version up until like 2 weeks before I launched last October, and then I had them switch it over so I could see all the full benefits and changes that comes, you know, like removing the branding or whatever. And I hadn't launched my course yet, but getting all that in place first, and then when I did launch it, so that was actually a really good experience. And then I ended up I've been really happy with the service, so I ended up just paying for a year up front for like my next year. So
Nice.
yeah, so I'm still there.
Yeah. Solid team over there.
So Kombucha says, Dutch Can Jam, I'd straight up join your course. See?
That's how you sell it, Dutch Can.
Yeah, and actually that is a really good point. So one of the things that leads to more people buying things is talking about them. Now, I've always been of the mindset, I hate talking about like my courses, like links to things, like pointing things out, free trial stuff. And I've noticed now that like, unless you sometimes talk about it and talk about it a lot, people don't know that you have a course, or you have animated subscribe buttons for sale, or you have, you know, coaching services or whatever it is. And I feel like, because all the time you have new people coming in, or not everyone, we're all so narcissistic thinking that everyone has seen everything. Yeah. And they're going to get sick of us talking about it, or we're sick of talking about it. But people are like, oh, I didn't know you had that. And you're like, 3 years I've been saying this. I know, and they're like, it's my first time hearing it. It's like,
yeah, no, it's so funny. Like you just got to keep talking about it and remind people, because they're like, we talk about this on YouTube all the time. Like, hey, should I redo that video about that topic? It was really good. And it's like, yeah, you should redo it. It's been a few months, you know, not everybody's watched your video, that one video. So, you know, do an update video. But yeah, speaking of affiliates, kind of coming back to that,
yes.
When it comes to courses and Dutch Can Jam's question, how do you sell? Like Thinkific, and I'm sure all other LMS platforms, there's an affiliate feature inside of Thinkific. So I remember this guy, Mark Boostley. He's like, he does marketing specifically for the hospitality industry. And so he has a course on how to, you know, market your Airbnb and stuff like that. And what he does is everybody that joins his course, after they've gone through it, he does a little survey. And then if it's a positive survey, he's like, hey, do you want to be an affiliate? I give you
that's 25% really smart.
Or whatever. Yeah. So then, you know, it's like, hey, they love your course, then go share it out.
That's really smart, actually. So also, if you guys didn't know that, so many people who have courses now, whether that's, you know, whatever course that you find, a lot of the time, if you go through the program or you want to refer people to the course, if you ask the person, a lot of the time they will let you be an affiliate for their course or their program or whatever else it is, because for them it's worth giving you 15, 20, 25% of a sale that would have never materialized anyway without your recommendation or exposure to a new audience. So if you do happen to go through some sort of course. So I have affiliates for iMovie Made Easy, where I say, hey, if you want to, you can sign up. I think I put it in the TubeBuddy chat. I'm like, hey, if anyone wants to sign up, it's free. I'll give you your own code with a coupon thing, and anytime anyone signs up, I'll give you $20 or whatever it is. Mine's not a lot because my course isn't a lot, but I think it's like 25% or something. I'm like, you get $25 anytime like someone signs up, but just something like that exists, and you can totally do that with like everything that's out there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I even to the point where I started seeing course creators do like, it's like a collaboration, but like on the next level where they're like, you know, they're complementary, but like they don't teach the same topic. So like, I don't know, you know, and then they'll teach a module in each other's course that directs them back to their own course. And so like using affiliate links and stuff. So it's a crazy collaboration. But,
I remember Trina and I were going to think about doing something like that because her course is editing for conversions, and she teaches inside of Final Cut Pro. And she's like, I don't want to make a course in iMovie. I don't want to. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to do Final Cut Pro for like another year or more. And she's like, what if we just tell each other's people about the other course? And you're like, yeah, why not? So I mean, something like that absolutely can happen all the time. So it's really about talking with other creators. But that's the thing, is if you like know, like, and trust a person, or if you use a service and actually like it, then more often than not, there's going to be some sort of affiliate program or relationship that you can create there. And like Rob mentioned earlier too, a lot of the time when you start with an affiliate relationship, you might actually then be upgraded later into some sort of paid sponsorship type of collaboration with that brand. So I'd love to know what questions that any of you may have about affiliate marketing. What are you currently signed up with? I know James Pruitt has mentioned a whole bunch of ones, but Rob, what are you using? Like, I was talking about Magic Links and Rakuten and a bunch. So I don't know if you have like favorites or ones that you really like.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon is always good. It has every single thing out there. Software is good. There's Camtasia. I mean, all of these are like, you know, tools that I use. Restream, you know, Ecamm. These are all tools that I use anyway. So again, just kind of like, I'm not going to talk about a product or service that I don't use because again, it's just not going to work. You know, and I'm seeing like, I guess just like some really quick advice there for everyone. Like I said, start creating content around it, be an affiliate that leads into other opportunities. One of the other things, Shelly, is that, you know, being an affiliate may lead into brand deals, but like there's also a lot to gain even for like newer creators, you know, I guess smaller channels, up and coming channels, you know, to be like compensated in other ways, not just like a brand deal. So like, you know, for example, you know, hey, you guys want to take over our channel? Like if you're, I don't know, let's just say Adobe, right? It's like you're doing some Adobe tutorials and things like that. And they're like, hey, like, can you do this tutorial for our audience? And so now you're going to get exposure. That's how you get compensated. So, you know, you may find that really like beneficial because you're just up and coming creator and, you know, you'd love the exposure, and Adobe now getting featured, it's going to feature you. That's worth a lot of money to you, right? Because then now they're going to get led back to your channel, and your channel's going to grow and things like that. So don't always look at it as like, you know, affiliates, then brand deals. It's like affiliates, but then other opportunities. You know,
I mean, sometimes there's that graduation for sure. So, I mean, also if you think about the fact that like I've done a channel takeover on Ecamm Live, right? On a product that I use all the time and I really enjoy. I've done a channel takeover on TubeBuddy. You know, and so like stuff like that, those relationships, just because I'm not getting paid for them or anything like that, those are just awesome to do, because when else would I be in front of an audience of, at the time, like 400,000 people, you know, on like my channel that like isn't as big or something, and like I'm not going to talk and reach, you know, that many people. Like, let's say we have a live stream and there's like 15 people on it. They have a live stream and they have like 200 or 300 people on it. So there is a crazy amount of exposure that does happen in some of those opportunities, which is sometimes harder to put a number on too, especially if it's people that like, especially like the TubeBuddy one or the Ecamm one, the communities are just so great anyway. Like the people are so good. It's not like just because you can be on a channel that has a lot of people on it, but they're all like not very nice. It's like, you know, there's something to be said for being on channels where the people and the communities are really, really nice. So like if you can be on the Ecamm one, just like Scott, you know, who was here earlier, technically speaking, we were like, oh my God, we get to be on Ecamm. You know, we were so excited about it. And actually, technically, both of us have channels that are larger than Ecamm's, but we were so stoked because the Ecamm fam that shows up is always so supportive, so kind, so nice, so encouraging. I love being over there and on TubeBuddy, right? Because the people are so nice. Like, you get the usual cast of characters over there, and it's just like, it's like coming home to like family and friends and like just getting to hang out and talk about whatever you love to talk about. So I love that.
I know, right? You'll see Paul Peck and like all of these characters. Yeah, no, I know. I was just like messaging Katie at Ecamm the other day. I'm like, you know, you guys have done like a really good job. Like respect to what you guys have done.
There's so many people that are on that channel, right? Like you see like Lori all the time, and then Bradley Vincent, and then you've got like Doc Rock, and actually there's a really good example because like, Doc Rock was like just huge in the community, always posting, and now like works there.
he's the guy there now.
He is, right? It's just amazing how sometimes those relationships work. And that's one other thing I might say is sometimes with affiliate relationships, sometimes just because like a particular brand or company doesn't always like pay out the most amount of money, those relationships and those lasting kind of like connections can end up being so beneficial to you in the long run if you're really in it for the right reasons and for the long haul. You may end up getting a job there. You may end up getting, you know, all kinds of opportunities that you never would have. So even at the very beginning, like hooking up with TubeBuddy, you know, Phil invited me on like the women of YouTube, like in that 1 month where there was like 15 women streaming or something, and like that was so cool, and so many of those opportunities happened, and we didn't get paid for that. It was just a really cool experience to happen. So, and I've been, you know, buddies with TubeBuddy for, I don't know, 5 years or something. So, I mean, it's just one of those relationships that's always been awesome. So it happens with companies where you will work with a lot of the people. And not only that, but sometimes those relationships end up leading to other relationships. Right? Like because of, I think you or someone introduced me to Katie at Ecamm or something. You know, I think that was that relationship with you. And so, I mean, it's interesting how that happens. That's a whole other sidebar. Sorry, people.
It's all good. It's all good. It's a sidebar evening.
It's a sidebar. It is completely. It's the end of the night. I know I caught you at the end of your workday, and I was just like, yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. No, it's all good. Yeah, no, I was just going to say, like, really funny story. I remember Doc Rock, he messaged me out of the blue, like, a month ago, whenever he got hired at Ecamm. He's just like, he Facebook messaged me. He's like, hey, I'm the Rob at Ecamm now. I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean by that? I'm like, oh, you know, I'm like the community guy. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, man. Like, when is it going to be announced? So
I know, it was so great.
That's awesome.
I mean, he was already doing that kind of stuff anyway, you know, always in the forums, always answering in Facebook chats, and then it was like official, and I was like, now it's finally, like official.
Yeah, I don't know who else could take this job. Yeah, it's you. So
yeah, I don't know.
It was good. It was good. I want to say really quick, like, the affiliate programs, when you're talking about relationships and stuff, like I've been a part, like when I was at Thinkific, I was working with, you know, our affiliate program there, and I've been part of affiliate programs and things on, you know, as a creator. And so what we want to, and like TubeBuddy is so community centric. I mean, clearly from what you just said there. So we're like, hey, we got to make that, like, we got to do the same thing with our affiliates, which I think is already pretty much there. But like, we got to make sure that it's not a transactional affiliate relationship. Like a lot of the affiliate relationships out there, you'll find that. And this is, I mean, for anybody out there that has a course or a product or service where there is affiliates, like, you want to build your relationships, you know, or else it's just like transactional. And the thing with transactional relationships is that if the transaction's not happening, then there is no relationship.
Then there's no relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
I know some people like that.
Exactly. So like, if you're building it well, like if you're building your own affiliate program, whatever the product or services that you have, make sure it is like you're building it with people. Like if you have 10 good affiliate partners, that's great. You don't need hundreds and hundreds, you know, especially if you have like courses or memberships where it might be high ticket, you know, where like you're targeting a select group of people. And so only like, you know, several people have these kinds of like, you know, influence, you know, you want to work closely with them. So yeah.
So any like tips or tricks about either like signing up for affiliates or how to like really like leverage them without being spammy?
Without spammy, yeah. One of the like if it's you know, for TubeBuddy, let's just talk about TubeBuddy. So, like with TubeBuddy, like it's a software. So if it's a software that you're talking about, so if it's graphic design tool, you know, easel, Canva, one of these, like anything where people are following along. Like one of the things I've learned to say is, you know, follow along with me. So like it'll be, you know, hey, hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to do this thing on this platform XYZ. You know,
you're so Canadian. I love that.
XYZ.
No, it's great. I love it. I just no, sorry. I
know it comes.
I interrupted. No, I loved it.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, so you're like, hey, follow me. You know, I'm gonna teach you how to do this thing with this, you know, platform, the software, and you know, make sure you follow along. And so if you're not, you know, using blah 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 yet, there's a link down below so you can follow along with me in this tutorial. And so, you know, and then you got to do your disclosure, of course, right? Like, hey, it's an affiliate link.
Natural integration is what you're describing.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Natural integration. Yeah. So, so it's not a salesy thing. Like, I'm a horrible salesperson, so I'm like, hey, that's perfect. Like, I'm just trying to teach somebody, and they do need to have an account, you know, and so so that they can follow along. So, I think I got that from Nick or somebody. Somebody mentioned that follow along thing.
That's a good idea. I mean, and there have been several things that I've done, I think, like that kind of follow that same model, whether it's like remove a background in PicMonkey on this object, which actually is something you have to have a higher level license for, or, you know, do this thing in TubeBuddy with this tool. And then, oh, it's a legend level feature or something. And so if someone wants to use that, then they need to, yeah. Or, you know, do this thing in Restream or Ecamm, but you need interview mode or something, but you have to be on like a pro level plan. So there are a lot of those examples where you could be demonstrating what it is that you're doing and saying, yes, follow along, but yeah, check the link in the description if you wanted to. Yeah, something like that. So James Pruitt does have a question, and he says, maybe you would know since you're also with the team, any changes to the affiliate program with the new owners of TubeBuddy?
No. Yeah, that's a really good question. I'm glad somebody asked that. That's like, let's knock that one out right away. So yeah, no, there's no changes. Actually, honestly, Shelly, like it did come up, you know, being in my role, like people would be like, hey, so is things going to change with the affiliate program, the commission rates, all those things? No, nothing's changing. There's no plans to change that at all. You know, a big part of what TubeBuddy is our community and our affiliate partners. So yeah, that's not changing in any way. So it's still 30%, all the way up to 50%, lifetime, monthly, recurring. Yeah, so. Yeah, but so yeah,
James Pruitt, you heard it direct from a company representative, so you cannot hold me liable for any of that. I'm just telling you that no, as of now, there are no changes to the affiliate program. So that means any of you out there who are using TubeBuddy, you have no excuse not to, you know, not to sign up for the affiliate program if you want to be part of it. I mean, if you love the service like we do, then you might as well get paid for it. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this. I was going to make a quick little, actually a short about this, but you know how a lot of people are always doing the link in Instagram bio for latest YouTube video, but like then they forget to update that link. So if y'all didn't know, if you go into the promo materials section of TubeBuddy, there is a specific link that you can copy that will always default to the latest YouTube video. And if you don't want it to even be all googly long, you could run that through a bit.ly link shortener and then put that in your Instagram profile. So any and every time you say, here is the latest YouTube video, if you go click on the link in my bio, it will truly be the latest video on your channel. So I thought that was actually a really cool feature that a lot of people, they kind of have a need for it, but then they forget that that tool exists. So I'm going to make a YouTube short on it, but you guys have all seen it now. That's where you go to get it, and that's where you put it. And then if you want to make it pretty, run it through bit.ly.
Please make that short. That is one of the tools that, like the promo materials is just, there's so many, I mean, there's dozens probably in there because there's over 80 tools, but like there's so many little tools that like, man, I wish people knew this one, or like, oh, yeah. I wish people knew this one. Even us, like I forget, like, oh yeah, there's that thing. Why am I not using that? It's been so long. Yeah. So yeah, thanks. Let us know when you have that short. There's another really good question about taxes, which I'm usually, I'm not like qualified to answer tax questions, but this one I can answer because it's come up. It is tax season for a lot of people. So it is Dutch Can Jam. When payment is received from an affiliate provider, do they deduct taxes based on where the partner is based? So I
Usually
can
not.
speak for usually not. Yeah, for TubeBuddy, we don't. Um, TubeBuddy pays out through PayPal, and so if you want, you can check with PayPal. They might have some tax forms. I mean, I think that there's some support articles there. Maybe Shelly, you know better than me, but yeah, TubeBuddy does it like our affiliate program. We don't deduct. Like if you earn $10, you get
They're going to
$10.
give you all.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
that's another thing, like with AdSense or something like that. They will send you a 1099 if you get over, a certain amount, like $600 or whatever in the US. They will send that to you, and YouTube does not withhold your taxes, which is usually roughly around 30% of whatever money, whatever one you enter that into, QuickTime, H&R Block, TurboTax, whatever,
yeah.
they're usually going to, you'll see it, you'll put your number in of what you earned, and then what your tax owed is usually going to spit out usually about 33%. So you do want to take that into account. So things like that payout, Ecamm, all of these companies, they're going to give you usually everything and then say that you're going to be responsible for handling any taxes, because it's too hard for them to know what your tax situation may be. So they're just going to give you all the money and then say, you deal with it, is typically how it goes. Now, a lot of them, that's why if you get above a certain payout threshold, they will ask you to submit tax forms to them so that they can issue you a tax form at the end of the year so that you can do that for your taxes. So if you've ever wondered why a company has asked you to provide a social security number, an ITIN, or like an EIN number, it's because they are going to issue you, usually everyone has to at least mail things by the last day of January for the following year for taxes due on the previous year. Now, there is something new that has just come out with YouTube, and I just want to talk about this briefly. I'm not well versed in it, but because of a change in tax information, YouTube is now going to be required for people who do not fill out appropriate tax information who are outside of the United States. It will treat your income from AdSense as royalties, and royalties have a different kind of tax configuration classification. So it means that if you do nothing, they will deduct the money somewhere around 25-ish%, something like that, automatically withhold it from your AdSense. So they're gonna start doing the tax thing. But if you submit all of your paperwork, then I believe it goes more towards the regular thing where you'll take care of some of the tax stuff on your own, but they'll give you that money and not automatically deduct the taxes up front. Does that sound kind of right?
That sounds about right. And it's only from viewers, AdSense wise, it's only from viewers from the US, I think.
So I believe there's a video that just came out and talked about it, and I believe that the YouTube creator channel also has created a video on that, and I know that Roberto Blake has also teased that he will be making a video about that as well. So if that does apply to you, if you are a creator outside of the United States, then this is probably something that you should be taking a look at. We'll just leave it at that.
I agree. Yeah, let's leave it at that.
Yeah. Now, Rob, I don't want to keep you, so I don't know if you have any last remaining words or anything, or if you need to get going.
Yeah, no, I mean, thanks for having me, Shelly. This is always fun hanging out with you. I'm excited. I have some last words, but I am excited for hopefully getting across the border again and getting over to Seattle for Seattle. Are you guys planning any Seattle Day later on?
I think we're trying to. But COVID really put a damper on that. So what they're talking about, we do Seattle YouTube Day. It's kind of our one-day local conference where we try and get some people together and do some talks. And the last time that we got to have it, I think it was like 2018 or something, something like that. And Andrew from TubeBuddy came down, and Lisa from Magic Links came up. She's in California, and we tried to stream some of the sessions for anyone who was outside of the area as well. It was our first time trying to set all that up and do it, so some of the recordings aren't great, but we tried. They exist, they're out there, and we're really excited to try and do it again, hopefully.
Sometime.
And we do have, though, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm sure you're in it actually, and I know Dutch Can Jam is in it, but the Seattle Video Creators group on Facebook, we changed it from Seattle YouTube Creators because we wanted to be able to be inclusive of anyone who makes video content, so whether that's IGTV or, you know, TikTok or whatever. So it's Seattle Video Creators, formerly Seattle YouTube Creators, and then we also have a meetup group which is now subsequently named Seattle Video Creators Meetup. So I know that in the next week or two, we're going to have one weekday and one weekend session. We're going to be talking actually about live streaming, and I believe Chris Perillo is going to be the guest on that. So if anyone is interested in that, then you'd want to join that meetup group. You're invited because you're Vancouver. And Dutch Can Jam is in the session too because, you know, he used to fly down and hang out with us, so he's always been allowed. And so I was like, he speaks for all of Vancouverites. You guys are all invited. Sounds
good. We're all Seahawks fans over here anyway, so that's awesome. That's great. I'm looking forward to that. And just I mean, you know, when it comes to affiliate marketing, like, I encourage you guys to really look around. What are the tools you're using? Because people that are watching your videos, consuming your content, they're already following and trying to do what you're doing already and using the tools that you're using and the products that you're using. So, you know, I want to make sure you guys get compensated for that. And yeah, of course, TubeBuddy affiliate program, always there for you guys. If you guys have any questions around that, any specifics, reach out to me anytime, and happy to help. But yeah, Shelly,
you have a Facebook group too.
Yeah.
Content Creator Market.
Yes.
And
Marketing Cafe.
Content, I was like Market Cafe, something like that. But also you go live in that group frequently, or push into that group, and you do really awesome interviews with people as well. So it's a cool group to be in because not only are there like-minded creators, but there's a lot of live streams that you're not going to see necessarily always on YouTube all the time. So it's a lot of extra content over there. So if that's something you're interested in, you should check that out. I don't know if you want to drop the link to your group, or I can find the link and put it in the description.
I'll send it over. Yeah,
yeah, I was like, I'm not on Facebook the second, but yeah. Content Marketers Cafe, I think, something like that. Yes. Okay.
It's
awesome.
An old school group, but yeah, it's there. We don't live stream as much, but it's like there's so many content creators. If you have questions, it's a good place. But yeah, that sounds awesome. Shelly, thank you so much.
Thanks for coming. No, I'm so glad that you're able to come in. I was like, you guys, I think we're gonna have a special guest, but I didn't want to like also make you feel bad in case you didn't like. And you're like, oh, it's been a really long day, I can't come in, and be like, I'm just kidding, it's next week, guys. But now that you're here, I will come back and I'll make sure that you're tagged properly and put in.
I love it. Yeah, I saw the stories. I was like, oh, I can't miss it now. So.
Well, see, and I didn't want to call you out specifically by name, so I was teasing it. Like, we might have a special guest. We might not, but I think we do.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, thank you for being a guest. I appreciate you.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Shelly. We'll talk soon.
All right. See you later. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Alrighty. So, everyone who's left, let me put this here. Have we learned a thing or two? Oh, come back. Have we learned a thing or two about affiliate marketing today? Oh, good shake, Mr. Coop. Did y'all hear that? It sounds like a little tambourine when he shakes with his collar like that. So I hope you did. And I also wanted to just point out sometimes it's not even about a product or a service. It might also be an event that you're going to. So you all know I was a speaker at PodFest. I was a speaker at Trina's conference, which was the Video Reframed Summit. Now, both of those had a free ticket that I could give away. That was not an affiliate link, but both of those programs had affiliate programs that I could sign up for so that I could actually, if someone wanted to purchase a ticket for one of those things, you could actually make money from telling people to come to a talk. I didn't actually sign up. I just told people to go get the free ticket, but it is something that you could do. So also keep that in mind. If you're going to an event, there might be an affiliate link for bringing other people to the event. If you're gonna actually do some sort of course, if you just completed it, ask the person who ran the course if there's an affiliate program after you're done with the course. Any service that you're using that you really love, Ecamm, Restream, whatever, there's probably an affiliate service for it. So thank you everyone for hanging out. I'm really excited that you all were here. I want to also say thank you to all of my channel members, especially also my platinum ones, which, by the way, TubeBuddy is a platinum level channel member. So Rob, you may not know this, but back in the day, Phil signed up and he was like, oh, I signed up with my name and I shouldn't have done that. So just, I was like, do you want me to tell people it's TubeBuddy? He's like, yeah, just tell people it's TubeBuddy. So that's the insider secret on that. Every time that comes up, it's actually Phil who signed up, but I promised him forever and always I will say that it was TubeBuddy that is a channel sponsor. Insider secret. Yeah, there you go. We love Phil. Papa Phil. He's the best. So I want to say thank you everyone for hanging out with me. If you have additional questions on affiliate marketing, make sure you drop it as a comment, and then we'll see. We'll either make a follow-up video where we'll talk more about it, do what we can. Yes, we learned more. Yay! I hope you guys give it a shot. It's not a dirty word. It's not a sleazy thing unless you make it a sleazy thing, okay? Just have some fun with it. And just the reason that I'm trying to tell y'all about affiliate marketing and things is there's so many other ways. I don't know how else I can say. There's so many other ways besides AdSense to make money, and I want you guys and gals to explore them. Because a lot of the time you're going to make a lot more money from those things than you are from AdSense. And AdSense, like I said, it should always be the dessert and not your entree. So let there be a big pie of money and affiliate sales be a slice in that pie. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. It should be a slice. So I just want you guys to think about that. I want to say thanks for hanging out with me. If you didn't know, also, the animated subscribe button, it's for sale. iMovie Made Easy for anyone who wants to learn how to edit this year in iMovie. You can do that. It's only sleazy if you do it sleazy. And with that, that was perfectly put. With that, I will bid you good night, and I will see you on Sunday for another regular video. I'm going to make a short about the TubeBuddy link as well for the latest video, and I'll see you next Tuesday for another episode of Would You Buy That with my friend Scott Peachy. Have a great night, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.